Welcome. In front of me I have the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Plus, and today I will show you a couple tweaks and tricks that I can do on this tablet. So anyway, I'm gonna show 5 to be more precise right here, and let's get started. So I'm gonna begin with the little visible panel right here, this kind of thing. You can pull it out, and as you can see, Samsung did make it a little bit more limiting. By default, before it had a couple pages to it. Now as you can see, there's nothing, it's just a couple of apps. Obviously you can add apps onto here if you want more. Obviously you can also drag these apps and this will open it up, or we drag this again wherever it is. No thanks. There we go. Now we can tap on it and oops, I guess we can't. Let's see. There we go. As you can see, it allows me to I don't want to download Fortnite. Ugh. So as you can see, it can split screen easily, and we can also push it, I believe, further by splitting even more. But what I am looking personally for is the pop-up option, which I don't see. I believe before you could just drop it anywhere and it would do the pop-up option, but yes, it doesn't do that anymore for some reason. So that's a little bit not the most fun thing. Yep. Okay. But anyway, let's go deeper into this. So right here you have a settings button. We can click on it. There we go. And as you can see, we have a couple additional pages that are included with the device by default. So a couple that might actually interest you would be this one. Looks like tasks. Let's see this. Gonna enable it. Oops, not what I wanted to do. There we go. So as you can see, it opens up 2 apps at the same time. One is in this pop-up view, the other one is just normal. And you have things like people right here. Obviously you can see what's here. Now, this isn't the only apps or only pages that you can find. You can tap, I believe, right here. Or not. Usually there was an option to download more. I believe it was somewhere here, but again, it's kind of gone. So I'm kind of getting confused right here. See if I can find it. Yeah, I don't really see it, but hopefully, I think I know why I don't see it. Because I'm not logged into Samsung account, because this is downloadable only through the Samsung Galaxy Store. So you can find it in there. Obviously, if it doesn't give you that, you can just search for those panels in there and see if there is something that you will find interesting. Though I will have you know that the panels that you can find there, usually the good ones are like $1.90 or something like that. So you already paid a premium price for your device, and then to use a nice little side panel that comes with the device, you need to pay extra for a widget that you actually want to use, which is a little bit of a shame, but it is what it is, I guess. So just I wanted to note that. Now anyway, let's move on to the next one, which is just a simple dark mode. Now this is accessible quickly to our notifications right here, so you can tap on it and bam, it's in dark mode. And additionally, you can also hold it, and this will quickly take us to the settings. And not only to the settings, as you can see, it takes us to dark mode settings. So as you can see, we have if I go back, we have the dark mode right here and light mode, and it can go right here and have it turn on a schedule basis. So it will turn on basically on like the time of day. So once it gets darker, it will switch into the dark mode, but during the daytime it's in light mode, which is without consider a really nice feature. Anyway, while we're already in the display section, right here there is 2 additional things that I wanted to show. So one would be the screen mode. By default, Samsung sticks it with Vivid. It's absolutely atrocious in my opinion. It's too saturated. As you can see on the oranges right here, it looks ridiculous. There is like no explanation for this. This looks way too overdone. It's like a child got into a saturation slider and decided to crank it all the way up. Now in certain cases it will look a little bit better, like right here with the Aurora Borealis. It looks a little bit more pleasing. And here we go, there's the natural. As you can see, it tones down the colors a little bit, and that also includes this right here. So here is the difference between. So as you can see, the difference is quite significant. Personally, I prefer the less toned down, or a little bit more toned down version over the Vivid, because like you've seen, Vivid in this case just is a little bit too much. So there we go. And next thing in here that I want to show is navigation bar. Now, as you've seen, I've been using the buttons, the old version or old ways to navigate through the device, but we do have gesture, as you would expect from every device that have been released in the past, like several years, and we can quickly toggle it on from here. It removes the buttons from the bottom and substitutes them for gestures, as you obviously can see. Now, if you never use gestures, I'm gonna quickly give you a little guide. So you have swipe up to go home, swipe up and hold to go to recent, and then swipe from side to go back. And you can also see that it shows up these arrows when you're swiping back, just to signify that you are about to go back. And if you don't want to go back, for instance, like from here, you can just go back, swipe back, and it will cancel it. So really nice way of navigating to the device. And the last thing that I'm gonna go into is the, where is it? There we go. Motion smoothness, which is again in the display section. You can tap on it, and in here we have right now standard for some reason. I think I might have an idea why. Never mind, I don't have an idea why. So anyway, oh, that's actually nice. Samsung actually added a animation. Nicely done. So it kind of saves me hassle to try to explain how refresh rate works to people that have no idea. You can just simply look at the images. Now, the differences right here are quite exaggerated, but generally just a quick way to say it: smooth, less smooth. That's as complex as it gets. So high is probably the one that you will like more. It looks generally better when like sliding up and down in here. It has this nice smoothness, but we do need to first apply it. There we go. I was concerned that it looks like it didn't do anything, but it apparently needs to be applied. So as you can see, hopefully on the camera, I really hope it does have a difference in terms of like how it looks like when scrolling. Now, one thing that I'll mention, I am recording at 60 frames, so you won't be able to see the actual like smoothness, how it looks for me in person, but you can see how the text looks like when in motion. This is the only way you can see on a 60 recording that something is at a higher refresh rate, because the motion of the like going up and down looks significantly better. It looks clearer and has this like fluid appearance to it. Something that on not here, let's go back. Something that on standard motion you will see that it looks just a little bit more choppy. Number one, look, lags behind my finger. It's not as quick and precise, and additionally it looks almost like a slideshow if you kind of look at it on freeze frames and or have it at a, for instance, 25% playback speed. You can get a great look at it through YouTube by dropping down the playback speed. So just giving a little playback speed option right here. This is on a 60, and then if I go back and change it back to high, should be able to see the significant difference in how it looks like. So anyway, this does conclude the tweaks and tricks that I wanted to show you, and if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.